After a week of fast and furious sailing, Race 2 in the Clipper Round the World Yacht Race is already reaching the halfway stage across the South Atlantic. The Stormhook race to the Cape of Storms is living up to its name, following a turbulent start off the Brazilian coast. One of the early frontrunners was Derry Londonderry, but the team relinquished its advantage as it pushed further south in a bid to win bonus points on offer by being one of the fastest 3 teams through the South Atlantic scoring gate. Together with Da Nam Vietnam and Icor Cole, the trio's bold tactics paid off. They're the only teams so far to take the extra points. For South African-sponsored team Icor Cole, the decision to head south for the scoring gate was a difficult one.
It was very quickly obvious that we started in a very strong wind, around a force 8, and it led to a number of challenges across the fleet. We sailed on through that, and eventually the conditions came good. We got our spinnaker up, and morale at that point improved. The team actually have been very good. We had a bit of an issue with our spinnaker and managed to drop it in the sea at one point, but we've continued on and are currently considering going for the scoring gate. We looked at the tactics of that, and as a fleet we decided not to go for it, but we're thinking now, as all the boats sail by it, that we might actually change course and go for it. So we'll have to wait and see on that one.
Despite falling back in places in comparison to the frontrunners, the trio did pick up stronger winds and have started to close the gap on Great Britain and Garmin, who are currently duelling at the front of the fleet. Tactics are key in getting around the South Atlantic high, which can prove to be something of a gamble. That's something Derry Londonderry skipper Daniel Smith knows all too well.
We've just gone through the scoring gate in first place at the moment. There's Tyngdale and LMAX behind us, so they'll be chasing and potentially going through the scoring gate as well. So we'll wait and see what happens there. But now what's happening is we're chasing the rest of the fleet. They're slightly ahead, so we'll be sailing hard and trying to catch them up before we get to Cape Town. So that's the goal.
As the fleet skirts the Southern Ocean, winds look set to increase over the next couple of days to turbocharge conditions even further. The big question for late starters LMAX Exchange and Qingdao will be how their weather conditions compare to the rest of the fleet. They're racing on an elapsed time basis following rudder repairs that delayed their start. And they can still win this race if their crossing is faster than their competitors, who started 3.5 days earlier. At the moment, they appear to be heading north for the scoring gate, but there's still time to reconsider. But one thing is clear though, the Stormhook race to the Cape of Storms is going to be a white-knuckle ride through the ocean sprint phase and right down to the finish.